Why is left always right? Because right is always just where you left it, in the middle of your worst daymare. Why are people don't talk about daymares? They're way more important than nightmares. Something that's coming at you and wants you to know about it? Just ask a vampire. They turned down one picnic from a Twinkle Witch and they have been day cursed for millennia. Twinkle Witch, they are adorable, but they will hold a grudge.
When I am ninja, he's ninja, she is ninja too. I am ninja, we are ninja, and I believe that you are ninja too.
What was the point? You're talking about a point in the past tense? You have to assume that it's probably sticking in you. So from just a logistics standpoint, it's important to know what was the point, but also where was the point? You know, like where is it sticking into? And then if you think you might get hit again, why was the point? Was it your fault? I mean, were you the jerk? From a damage assessment thing, you know, it's good to know what was the point. You know, was it covered in poison? You know, how many prongs did it have on the point? How many points did it have? Also, it's very important to know where was the point. I mean, where was the point? You know, just knowing that you got hit with a point is important. Again, do not pull it out. I cannot stress this enough. Do not pull out any points. You just leave them in there and then let somebody who knows more about points. Very rarely do you need to know who is the point because, well, you are the point. You know, you're the thing that got the point. So you're the who. Who is you? You is who. I think I made my point. What would a ninja rom-com look like? Ninja gets ninja because with some awesome ninjaing. Ninja loses ninja because the ninja sneakily ninjas. Ninja gets ninja back. But it turns out that it was a scare ninja that's like made out of black licorice. But the other ninja then ninjas the ninja and then at the end, they ninja. Oh, and the quirky friend is played by Judy Greer. That's a low bar of trust. Whoa, oh, thank you. Boy, if you get hit with a bar of trust, you just start trusting everything, which makes you fall for anything. They are mostly wielded by fibbons, which are these large gibbons that wear suits and are always lying. They try and convince you to buy slime shares, which are horrible unless you like to spend a couple weeks inside the intestines of a gastropod. They're really only worth it if you like very sticky vacations. But, you know, you do get 2 weeks. You'll think, oh, now come on, I'll at least listen to the pitch by these fibbons. But you have to remember that no matter how good the bagels are, when you go to try and leave, they will be at the door presenting to you. Which, you know, gibbons just basically don't want to get anywhere near that situation. Where? Just keep backing up. Don't look. Just keep going. I'll tell you when you're there. Darva's a gas crater. Look it up. That thing is terrifying. Just a basic human tip. Avoid places that have nicknames like the Gate to Hell. Maybe skip that one. Have you visited the sun? Oh, yeah, sure. I actually went to the galaxy warming party. Couple of things about going to parties thrown by stars. Don't stare at them. They are collections of energy just like everybody else. Plus, you'll fry your retina. Also, don't try to impress them with some gift. Just bring a nice bottle of hydrogen. It'll go over great. Warning though, do not get cornered in a conversation with the white dwarf. You kids got it easy. When I was a nebula, we didn't have fancy stuff like gravity, solar systems, a tri-solo system. For the first 2 billion years, my only friend was a cloud of dust. Do not bring a moon date, because chances are they'll end up eclipsing the host and then it turns into a whole thing. I keep losing fights to a possessed fox. What do I do? If you're interacting with the actual possessed fox, we need to be very careful because there is only one possessed fox. The rest of them are possessed faxes. So they're just copies of the possessed fox, which is possessed by a warlock named Rupert. Rupert Warlock. The only way to defeat a possessed fox is with a bear hug. Just a nice, big, compassionate, loving, Care Bear style, love-a-lot hug that just kind of squeezes out all of the hate and ignorance. Of course, if that doesn't work, you're going to have to squeeze a little. You really got to watch a fox, but you don't want to watch too much fox. You don't know if you're watching a fox or a fax of the fox, which really foxes things up a lot of times. And you all know that I am all about the black. I mean, I look good in black. It's my thing. I'm kind of known for only wearing black. At most, you'll get me into a nice a blood red shirt if it's for a good cause. And I can't think of a better cause than me. Buy my shirt. It's got redness. It's got palm tree. Look, it's got a tiny little me on it. You hate to see me leave, but you love to watch me go. Thanks for your questions. I look forward to you soon. Much different than the Twinkie Witch, which they're just delicious. 2 Twinkies and then whatever you want in the middle. I usually do some sliced provolone and maybe some muffaletta. It's kind of a muffaletta, but it's in between 2 Twinkies. Oh boy, I love myself a good Twinkie Witch. Mwah! Delish. And definitely the worst of all of them is the Twinkle Witch. You know, these witches that are super into crypto. There's only 2 of them. They look identical and they just come at you from 2 different directions, just boring you with conversations about crypto.